Hello and welcome back to everybody on Respect and another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. And just before their battle for the World Championship, Mox and Swerve clashed in a mixed tag match that also featured Willow Nightingale and Marina Shafir. Claudio Castagnoli clashed with the Rated R Superstar and several other big matches. But we started things off with that fight, mixed gender tornado tag match. Don't see that very often. They brawled until Willow took out Mox and planted Shafir with a bait bomb for the win. Afterwards, Mox laid out Willow with Paradigm Shift. Officials needed to help her back to the ring after checking her neck. An awesome opener showing the value of intergender wrestling that AEW has left untapped so far. Willow was the star of the match, picking up a huge win. The world champion made Willow look unstoppable to the point he had to take a cheat shot at her to take her down. Shafir's inexperience was obvious and stretched to this match, but it hardly took away from the action. Willow helped her through some of the messy spots. It's showed the value in letting the top stars in the division work. AEW should consider more matches like this because, this definitely was great and also kept plenty back for Mox and Swerve to deliver at Dynasty. So, great start, gets an 8 out of 10 from me. As we then got the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament brackets being revealed for the men and the women. On the men's side, Kevin Knight took Jay White's spot in the first round against Will Ospreay after the Death Rider attack Switchblade. A wildcard entrant will fight Hangman, and even question of who that might be intriguing. And on the women's side, Thunder Rosa versus Chris Statlander and Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart highlighted the first round. Of the two brackets, women's side especially stacked with AEW giving an interesting spotlight. It looks like we're going to get Monet versus Athena as a semi-final matchup, which is going to be great. And then Hangman v Ospreay is probably the likely final in the men's tournament. But either one would end up producing a huge match all in. As we then moved on to Toni Storm taking on Penelope Ford, and Ford fought hard against Storm, but it was outmatched by the women's world champion. Storm Zero put the bad girl away. Bane came out afterwards to stare down the champ, but refused to meet in the ring. A predictable contest, but it still delivered. Ford looked better with each opportunity and brought her best to the battle. She maximised her minutes and showed why she should keep getting big spotlights in the future. Bane has been perfectly established for this moment. She remains undefeated and has pinned the world champion. It feels like either woman could walk out of Dynasty with the gold, and either option will continue to raise the level of a competition in the women's division. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 from me. Thought pretty decent match, and like I say, the women's division I think is looking well at the moment. Before MJF interrupted Bobby Lashley to say the salt of the earth and he Hurt Syndicate was the good business, the Almighty told him that the group did not need him. MJF walked out and after taking Lashley's words of the challenge, Big Bill and Brian Keith were able to tell the Hurt Syndicate they wanted the match. Big Bill made quick work of local competitors while Brian Keith motivated him and then challenged them for the world title match at Dynasty. This is another solid promo exchange between MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. The main surprise was the salt of the earth as a little off his game. It could have been intentional to say he's more intimidated by Lashley, but what MJF did to lesser men he was speaking to for once. The learning tree then picked up some quick momentum and set up an intriguing, probably one-off match this weekend. Before we got Will Ospreay starting strong, we're teaming with Kevin Knight against Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. He pulled out the win with a springboard lariat. After the match, Schiavone announced Ospreay v Knight at Dynasty as the first match of the men's Owen Hart Foundation tournament. While it's unfortunate Jay White will not be able to compete in the tournament, the stage has been set for a breakout start by the Jets. 4 men allow for a better showcase match than Ospreay. The story of the contest will be how well Knight can keep up with arguably the best in the world. He did well in his first AEW win, and after showing he can be a special talent, the main goal now will be able to kind of build him up and have him as a character continuously at the top of the division. Before moving on, we then got Brody King taking on Lance Archer. Despite the best efforts in Don Callis, Brody King survived Archer and laid him out with a running lariat for the win. The meat division continues to deliver, even if it may not be official. King delivers like no one else when matched up against bigger opponents. He battled from underneath against Archer, who gave him his best fight. It was a great clash to set the Hound up as a possible threat to Takeshita in the Owen. If AEW wanted to fully commit this rivalry and make it the Don Callis family versus the Hounds of Hell, that would be a great way to get King and Buddy Matthews on TV every week. But I thought this match was really good and could definitely do something with meat division. I reckon 7 out of 10. We then got Cope versus Claudio Castagnoli, and Cope stayed strong in this battle with Claudio, who was ready to concerto the Rated R Superstar. Bryce Remsburg stopped him as the ref turned back. Cope hit a low blow and a spear to get the win. Swerve marched backstage until Hangman confronted him. The mogul then admitted he deserved after his calling out of the cowboy for burning down his house. As Hangman walked away, Mox Free swerve through the glass, and Death Riders dragged him to the ring and dropped him on the glass. The Mogul stood up with the glass in his back at Defiant end. This was technically a strong main event, but it just went too long. The pacing was flat and left little question Cope would win despite the Swiss Superman dominating. It may have helped that Death Riders and FTR were involved to sell the real focus of the trios match. The show made for an incredible visual to end though, with Mox and Swerve, the Mogul rising up, and yeah, definitely really built up that match. So yeah, I thought a decent match, but an even better ending. On the whole, I'll give it 6 out of 10, and overall, Dynamite gets 6 out of 10 for me. I thought, yeah, a pretty solid episode of Dynamite for me this week. Really enjoyed the ending, like I say. I thought that was pretty sick. Yeah, definitely next elevation of that feud, and some decent matches on there on the card. Was it the greatest episode of Dynamite I've ever seen? No, but I think we've done a lot of the build for Dynasty already, to be fair.
That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.